It's your boy Jbvisiongod live in the MGR studio with my boy Left Lane Bankster and 3SBN Swift. What's good? What's good?
Good, boy.
Word, man. We sitting here chilling, getting some action in, getting some work in.
Yeah, just got done working and shit.
Man, what we want to kind of know is, man, just a couple questions, man. Not to pick your mind too much. Being that you are independent artist from South Carolina, man, you doing your music thing. Let me ask you this, bro. Like, what kind of inspire you to be a rapper, or rap artist? What kind of motivates you, to inspire you to kind of take that avenue?
Shit, I ain't even gonna lie, bro. It wasn't like nobody like particular. It was just me and my dogs. We was in school, just beating around, locking shit at football practice type shit, just freestyling and shit. Shit, me and my boy Guap, man. Shout out Guap Jbvisiongod too, man. We was that's who me and him. We really just been in the stool like. We was just fucking around with the shit. At the beginning, we was just like, fuck it, we gonna do it and shit.
How old you was when you like kind of like first started? How old were you when you first started?
I don't want to say, like, no lie, probably like, I don't want to say about 17.
17.
Yeah, about 17.
Was it like you were always a fan of music, or you just kind of like you just kind of popped
yeah.
off like, hey,
Nah,
shit,
I was on that shit heavy, bro. I was
okay.
music. I couldn't go a day without that shit.
All the way in.
Word.
You know what I'm saying?
What about you, 3SBN? What kind of like influenced you to kind of like get into the music scene?
Shit, well, like my family, they do music and shit. I played drums and like church and shit growing up, but this man got me doing music.
Where
Yeah.
like, so do you ever thought about like making beats,
Yeah,
or
I
like
made beats for
you
a
make
little
beats
bit.
too?
Yeah, I made beats for like a year, and then that junk hard. Like you gotta really like take your time and think. Like you gotta really be creative and sit down and think.
Lock in with that shit.
Lock in.
Yeah.
100%.
So do you feel like is that something you probably get back into like once you kind of know like?
Eventually.
Okay. Because I know sometimes people do have talent. Sometimes you may wean from your talent, but you might kind of dibble back into it if you feel like the time is right. The time is right. Okay, where? So, Bank, man. So, like, when it's time for you, like, make a song or like create a song, like, what's your process like? What's your creative process like? What kind of goes through your mind, or what kind of like motivates you when it's time to write that song? What gets you like,
I ain't gonna lie, this shit like. How motherfuckers say they don't write their shit. Like, I real deal sometimes don't write nothing at all. I call Swag, I come in this bitch, and sometimes I just go. Sometimes I don't even be having no beat till I get here, and it just be like, fuck it. Now, it be times where it be like, I'll probably like write a startup, if I'm at home, if I have been going to the store or nothing, I'll probably, pick and play through the beats.
Yeah.
Write a couple hooks, whatever. I feel like, I'm gonna come back to it type shit. But most of the time, I really just come in, I just do what I do. I just freestyle and get on the body here type shit for real.
Right.
Okay, yeah, shit, Sean.
So it's like any certain type of beat that you prefer to use, or a certain kind of beats that you like listen to, like kind of like, or just like, hey, fuck it, I feel this way, I'm gonna get this song out, it's on my mind, I'm gonna kind of
like that's what it really be like. I ain't gonna lie, like if it's not this man sending me beats or like my homeboys, I got homeboys that make beats and shit like that. Yeah. I just be whatever. Like you guys Swag, I done came here New York type shit. I'm all in SC trying to do New York shit. I'm all, like remixes. I be fucking with remixes, all type of shit. So I be trying to dabble and dabble in all type of different.
But in a way though, man, it's kind of good for music too, because you don't want to be too one lane, if that makes sense. You kind of do want to have like a good variety of music for fans to kind of choose from.
Yeah.
It's good to have a stable sound, a stable lane, but it's kind of good to give fans a little something different to choose from sometimes.
Yep.
Let's see. So like, since you've been doing music, I know, like I said, it's being in South Carolina, right? Of course, South Carolina isn't Atlanta. It isn't Charlotte. It isn't like it isn't Miami. It isn't no Florida, place like that where music is really a mainstream thing. Like, what's the challenge that you feel like artists in South Carolina like yourself may face, or that y'all do face currently now, trying to get exposed or try to get to the next level?
That's a good question. I was talking to my partner about this shit the other day. I really feel like two things can be true. We gotta put the work in, and sometimes we be holding each other back. We be telling each other like, like it be like certain artists be feeling like they higher than the next man down here just because they got that, South Carolina buzz. But it's like, man, this shit bigger than South Carolina, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it be hard. Sometimes you'll be like, man, I should do a song with dude, but then it's like, man, I don't know, like, you know, it be shit like that.
It's like politics, kind of like, you know, I want to work with this artist, but at the same time,
it's like,
man, it's from this side, so I can't work with nobody. We'll be a good project, but you know, we really can't. It will kind of be a good project, some shit like that, kind of.
It be some of that shit. Like sometimes you gotta walk around on eggshells around a certain type of niggas, and then most times, believe it or not, bro, it's really about who you know. Especially like in South Carolina, like if you want to excel, cause what you hear down here, we all sound the same. We all our beats sound the same.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's really about like, all right, who you know, who they know, how can I improve? It's all in one, bro. So it's not like, it ain't like, it's challenging for sure, but it's like, I feel like me personally, I can't speak for the next man, but me personally, I feel like shit, if I just stay consistent with it, that shit'll show, like, you know, it'll show. Like,
It'll pay off.
Yeah, like, I don't really think, like, doing songs with other people, especially, like, if we on the same level, it's just, like, people know you more.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? Even though we're doing songs with people and shit.
So, are there, like, any artists in South Carolina in particular that you know, or that you feel like you would do a good collab with, or that would be a good, like a feature for you, or that you wouldn't mind working with, that you ever thought about, like from the state of South Carolina, with some underground artists or independent artists that you want to work with, that you have worked with?
Shit, I'm trying to do a song with Legend Ye. That boy hard. Me and Roadrunner been talking about doing a song or two together. That's really it. I'll be trying to get him in. So most of my songs y'all gonna see is gonna be with him.
ESPN.
I work with my dogs, my niggas like MG. I'm on Till. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Like
I definitely heard him.
That. Yeah, I work with niggas like that. So it's everything. All my shit be homegrown. I like if we gonna do a song together and that shit natural and shit, alright, let's do it. But I ain't just gonna like, you know, go out my way, because I feel like my team, we got a system, we got people around that, you know, we could be out there too. It's just that working consistency got to come with that shit.
Yeah, I know. Being in South Carolina, a lot of times we do hear that. Well, I know also a lot of times people say that it's the DJs. The DJs holding us back, and I think you're probably one of the first, if not one of the few artists that kind of know that haven't placed the blame on the DJs in particular, because a lot of times it's not solely the DJ's responsibility to get your music out. They are a tool to get your music out, but at the same time, it's kind of up to you to kind of do the work and get that machine rolling, man.
And
so
people gotta like your shit too.
Yeah.
People gotta like your shit. I understand all that shit. I feel y'all South Carolina rappers. I hear y'all boys, but I promise you, sitting around and waiting on the next nigga or thinking that the next man gonna goddamn help you, bro, that shit not gonna get you nowhere.
Even with the constructive criticism, right? You know, sometimes a lot of people ask you to check out their music and listen to it, let me know what you think. Even with that, though, had there been times where you let somebody hear your music and you might not have gotten the response that you felt that you would, or at the same time, you know, you let someone hear your music and it's like you may have felt like the music wasn't the best, and they give you a response like, "Dang, bro, you really fuck with the air." And so, like, what's that like? What's that feeling like?
I ain't gonna lie. It took me a while, like a real long time, outside of him, my brothers, my little brothers, and my friends, like outside of them, like it took me a while to like start actually putting that shit out there, because I was like real, like, man, I was immature about the shit, because I ain't want nobody to say nothing bad about my shit.
Yeah.
So I wasn't ready to accept that shit. But now, like, lately I've been on some shit like, I send that shit to this person, man, what you think? And, you know, honest opinions, you know. I try to get honest opinions from people that's not around me every day. Type shit too. Yeah. So I had to learn how to do that shit.
You don't want the opinion to feel kind of biased in a way. You don't want them to say they fuck with it just because they're around you.
Yeah, like I was telling him, like, bro, like I just asked him about the song, you know, I just made tonight. You know, I was telling him, like, bro, if you didn't know me, nigga, you just sitting here, you know, let me know type shit, because I don't want it to be like, if I put this shit out and that shit ass, I'm gonna feel the type of way that these boys ain't tell me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I knew this shit was ass, so it's like shit like that. I'm taking like steps towards that shit type shit. You know, like just getting out there more type shit.
Respect, and that's definitely understandable. So, the last question I gotta ask you this, man. So, what can fans expect for you? You know, finishing off like the year 2023 or going into the year 2024? Like, what can fans expect to hear from Left Lane Bankster?
Man, all new sounds, all new visuals, everything new, everything in the family. Left Lane Visuals, shout out by Najee, everybody, the whole fam, Jbvisiongod, the whole fam, everything new. I promise you. I be taking my little hiatuses. I be feeling like, I don't want to do it and I want to do it, but all that shit over with. We gonna goddamn get that shit in motion, get that shit rocking, like, and you gonna see him. You gonna see I got another little artist named Left Lane BK. Go check him out. He just dropped a video too. I got, a couple more artists. I got J7. Shout out him. Everybody. Everything new. It's not just me. It's gonna see a whole unit. It's like a army. That's what you gonna see.
Alright, well, shit, man. We appreciate you stopping by, man. The MGR studio, man. Sitting down to this little interview with us, man. It's your boy Jbvisiongod. Also, man, before we go, man, drop your Instagram tag so people can know how to follow you, man. Let them know what's the single that you got out right now, where they can find it at.
I ain't dropping no single right now. Everything I'm working on, that shit gonna come out. I'm just throw it all out there. But get on my Instagram at Bank Gusto. Type that shit in, man.
At me at 3SP and Swift.
3SP and Swift. Alright, man. Hey, we appreciate your boys coming in, man. Dropping by MGR studio, man. It's your boy Jbvisiongod, man. With Monty Montiel, signing out.
Check out.
Chill.
Let's go.
Boy, Left Lane Bankster, them boy got me on the couch about to drop Sweet 16. That was I heard it on this shit. One more time. I wasn't ready. Yeah, one more time. Nigga, I'm sitting in Left Lane. I been rhyming around just peddling song. Hey, if you want to try me, you know that's your death play. Okay. We're in the back of the hall. We on spray, busting our peas in the trap, we don't do that no more. These niggas be playing their hoes. Hey, I give me a pack and I go. I don't even know how to feel about a hoe. With all the trials, I never fold. A bro was jugging out the store. He always end up in that mode. Them hungry nights without the store. We ran that shit on the road. You say you gang, you gotta be a part of this. You never show. Why you say you loving me? I don't see that shit, I never know. I've been waiting on that block, just up in pipes. I'm on my own. Bad that bitch, she wanna fuck me right now. I told her, let's go. I don't play that shit, so don't you say that shit. I'm about my phone. Every time I up my pipe, I wasn't scared, I let it blow. One day tried to take me down, he ain't even here to see it go. This shit so cool. Hey. Yeah.